नमस्ते बिटिया, हमेशा खुश रहो। हम जेवीएन डॉक्टर सुमन शेखावत, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ काय चिकित्सा, फैकल्टी ऑफ आयुर्वेदिक साइंस, ज्योति विद्यापीठ विमेंस यूनिवर्सिटी जयपुर. Today we will discuss on examination of cardiovascular system. In the series of examination of cardiovascular system, today we will talk the electrocardiogram. The electrocardiogram ECG records the electrical activity of the heart at the skin surface. A good quality 12-lead ECG is essential for the evaluation of almost all cardiac patients. Normal 12-lead ECG, lead first to third, are the standard bipolar unit which each measure the potential difference between two limbs. Lead first is left arm to right arm, lead second is left leg to right leg, lead third is left leg to left leg. The remaining leads are bipolar, connect to limb AVF and AVR or the chest wall V1 to V6. Because the orientation of each lead to the wave of depolarization is different, the direction and magnitude of ECG deflection is also different in each lead. Electrophysiology, generation of electrical activity, the stimulus for every normal ventricular contraction. Sinus beat begins with depolarization of an area of specialized conductive tissue high in the right atrium called the sinoatrial node, SA node. The depolarization spread through the wall of the atria, causing contraction of the atrial muscle before reaching another area of specialized conducting tissue in the lower part of the right atrium called the atrioventricular AV node. Next is inscription of the QRS complex. The ventricular depolarization vector can be resolved into two components. First is septal depolarization spread from left to right across the septum. Second is ventricular free wall depolarization spread to the endocardium to epicardium. Left ventricular depolarization dominate the second vector component, the resultant direction of which is from right to left. Thus, electrode oriented to the left ventricle record a small negative deflection Q wave as the septal depolarization vector move away. Analysis of the ECG. The ECG heart rate. The ECG is usually recorded at an upper speed of 25 mm per second. Thus, each large square 5 mm represent to 0.20 second. The heart rate is conventionally calculated by counting the number of large square between consecutive R wave and dividing into 300. This method assumes that the heart rate is regular and the distance between successively QRS complex is constant. An alternative quick method is to use the rhythm strip that is printed at the bottom of most standard ECG recording. Rhythm is in normal sinus rhythm, P wave precedes each QRS complex and the rhythm is regular. Absence of P wave and an irregular rhythm indicate atrial fibrillation. Electrical axis evaluation of frontal place. QRS axis is described above. P wave morphology. Their duration should not exceed 0.10 second. Prolongation indicate left atrial enlargement, often the result of mitral valve disease or left ventricular failure. Tau peak pulmonary P wave indicates right atrial enlargement caused by usually by pulmonary hypertension and right ventricular failure. PR interval is the normal duration of the PR interval is 0.10 to 0.20 measured from the onset of the P wave to the first deflection of the QRS complex. Prolongation indicate delayed Atrioventricular conduction, first degree heart block. Shortening indicate rapid conduction through an accessory pathway bypassing the AV node. QRS morphology. The QRS duration should not exceed 0.12 second. Prolongation indicates slow ventricular depolarization due to bundle branch block. Pre-excitation WPW syndrome. Ventricular tachycardia or hypokalemia. QT interval. The QT interval is measured from the onset of the QRS complex to the end of the T wave and represent the duration of electrical systole. Mechanical systole start between the QRS complex and the T wave. ST segment. Minor ST elevation reflecting early repolarization may occur as a normal variant, particularly subject of African and West Indian origin. T wave morphology. The orientation of the T wave should be directionally similar to the QRS complex. Thus, T wave inversion is normal in leads with dominantly negative QRS complex AVR, V1 and sometimes lead 3. Pathological two-wave inversion occurs as a non-specific response to various stimuli. Example, viral infection, hypothermia. More important cause of T-wave inversion are ventricular hypertrophy. Clinical application of ECG. Diagnosis of coronary heart disease. Stable angina. The ECG is often normal in patient with stable angina unless there is history of myocardial infarction. When pathological Q wave or T wave inversion may be present. Acute coronary syndrome. Acute myocardial infarction and unstable angina present similarly with unprovoked, often severe ischemic cardiac pain. In STEMI, the evolution of ST ECG changes is characteristic, although it may be aborted by timely reperfusion evolution. The ECG is useful indicator of infarct location. Changes in lead, second, third and AVF indicate inferior infarction, whereas changes in lead V1 to V6 indicate anteroseptal, V1 to V3 or anterolateral V1 to V6 infraction. When the infraction is located posteriorly, ECG changes may be difficult to lead, but dominant R wave in lead V1 to V2 often develop. Thank you. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. I hope you all are satisfied with this session. If you feel any kind of problem with this session, please mention it in comment box. I will resolve it soon. Thank you.